Question number 4 in our practice test number 3. We are being asked to do a hypothesis test by finding the p-value. So let's go ahead and see. So find the p-value of the hypothesis test with the standardized test statistic z. So we're doing a z-test, decide whether to reject the null hypothesis h0 for the level of significance. So partly what we need to see is we're given the test statistic z. So what we need to do, that's what they're giving us here. Sorry, this threw me a little bit. Is we want to find the p-value for from a normal curve that has a negative 1.83 z-score. So we're not going to, and see, they didn't give us really enough to set up a hypothesis test. We don't have enough information to run a hypothesis test, right? Because again, if we look here, we don't know 1 or 2 means. We'll assume 1 mean. They want us to do a z-interval, I guess, because that's what we've got. Notice we would need a sample mean, a population standard deviation. That's not there. We don't even have the sample size. So the way we're going to approach this one is we are going to go to our distributions. Now, the old days, you could also look this up on a table, the z value, and then you find out the probability. But we're going to do this with our distribution function. We're going to go down to normal, because that will give us a z distribution. We'll use the standard normal, a mean of 0, standard deviation of 1. That's why we don't need those from the sample here. And since it's a left-tailed test, that's the less than, which is what we've got set up. What we're going to do is we've got a z-value, so we put that in here, and we're going to find what the p-value is. Okay, so the z-value is negative 1.83. We're going to hit execute, and notice we've got this little part. We've got to check, is it in the rejection region, 0.03. So we come back up here. Our p-value is equal to 0.0336, 4 decimal places. So A looks okay. In fact, actually, maybe A's got to be all that we're going to go with. And this p-value is 3% is smaller than 5%, right? So look at this 5%, 3%. So 0.0336 is smaller than 0.05. So p is smaller than alpha. That's when we reject. Of course, the only one with the right p-value is A as well. They probably should have given us some others. Now, if you did this, you would have got this, you could kind of see if this is the reciprocal or the complement, I guess is what we call it. So if you did the test the wrong way, just show you. So had you gone for instead this one, because you reversed your values, 1.83, oops, negative 1.83. You see, we got that as a p-value, so that might lead you in the wrong direction. So be careful. P-values are supposed to be small, but had it been, maybe it would have, if it asked for the right tail test, that's what we would have done. This would have been the correct answer, and we would have definitely failed to reject had this been a right tail test. But the key part is it was a left tail test. All these things. Okay. Very good. That's question 4.